And there we go. We have the Microsoft Flight Simulator running on your iPhone. And this is incredible. Now, buddy, I'm sitting here in my tremendously beautiful Flight Simulator setup, but I've got a huge problem. My computer blew up, but I still want to play the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. But everybody, I have got good news for you, because there was an interesting release last week, which gives me the ability to play the Microsoft Flight Simulator just with my phone and a good internet connection. Yes, everybody, with the new Flightsim SU15 update, there's quite a new significant feature that allows you to play the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 on the Microsoft Cloud service using your phone, just like your other mobile flight simulators with touch controls. And so everybody, let's set this up. All we have to do is go to xbox.com/play, where we have to sign in and buy the Xbox Ultimate Pass for 15 euros a month. I'm now subscribed, which lets me, play lots of games here, some of which do have already this new touch feature, which lets you play Xbox games using your phone and your hands. And again, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 has that now as well. Yes, this is all in beta, as you can see right here, but it works. All we have to do to set this up as sort of an app is to put this to the home screen. This is all in German. There we go. Cloud gaming. There we go. What happens now when we, press this app, it kind of really does open like one. Take a look at that, and we can navigate to the flight simulator. Let's actually do that right now. There we go. The flight simulator. This is very easy to set up. You only have to sign in now. Let's do that real quick. There we go. That's worked like a charm. And let's go ahead and play now. There we go, and it is now doing the cloud service thing. I mean, cloud gaming isn't a new concept at all. We have had it for quite a while, and we can already see, yes, the blackshark.ai logo is popping up on my screen, and we're loading up the flight simulator. Now, all right, let's go ahead. This is all in German. I don't want to bother to change it. Let's go ahead and press the screen, tap it. There we go to start it up. All right, and so welcome to my phone, which runs the Microsoft Flight Simulator now for 15 euros. We didn't even have to buy the game. This is actually relatively okay price-wise. Let's go into the world map here. We can do that. Double click. And yes, this is actually working. It's quite ridiculous. We can zoom in and out here in the map, select an airport. How about a really random one? I really don't care. There we go. Black Island State. Let's spawn into a Cessna 152. This is the standard version of Microsoft Flight Simulator, which does have 60 airplanes. So that's a good start. Let's go ahead and actually do this. Come on, close. One problem is already the UI obviously is made for PC. It's not really made for mobile at all. But hey, we're spawning into Microsoft Flight Simulator on my iPhone. Is that a weird sensation? Yes, I like it. All right, everybody, so here we go. We are running this on my phone, and we can already see the on-screen controls right here that we can, use to fly our airplane. Oh, what are we spawned into now? Oh no, I didn't actually want that. Let's maybe try the Cessna. We can navigate the on-screen controls right here to exit. Come on, let's do that. Right now, this is the one. Main menu. Sorry about this. All right, so welcome once again in our Cessna. Let's actually just press ready to fly right now. There we go, and welcome aboard a Cessna. And we can hear it, and we can use our right Joy-Con here to look around the airplane. The on-screen controls right here are very interesting. So this is the flaps right here. This does the flaps, and we can put them out here. There you go. They're coming out. This does the rudder, as you can tell. We need that in the Cessna for taking off for sure. And this does the throttle, obviously. All right, that's the obvious one. Now, it appears as though we have the ability to, interact with our airplane, but we have to go into this interaction mode here using this one. And this way, we can now actually view around our cockpit, maybe change the mixture. Takes a bit of a while to pull it completely though, but there you go. You can see that works. We can get rid of the toolbar right here by, come on. Toolbar! No! All right, now it disappears. Here we seem to have some sort of a setting mode here, which when we press on it, we can, for example, go into outside view. And we can even, get our airplane to fly higher. Now we are actually just in midair. This kind of reminds me of Aerofly, and we can already interact with the airplane using this on-screen Joy-Con, which is really, really cool. Let's actually get into the cockpit again and interact with our airplane. Come on, let's do that. We have to reset our view using this switch. Now, we have different modes of on-screen controls. We have the departure mode and the airborne mode. As you can see, the departure or on-ground mode lets us set off and on the park brake. If we go into like a flying mode, that disappears, as well as the flaps, because they are not needed in cruise flight normally. On airplanes with, you know, spoilers and retractable landing gears, that also pops up. We'll see that later. Now, this all actually runs relatively well. It's obviously still the problem. This is a very tiny screen, and we have to use this tiny Joy-Con to fly this plane, which is simulated in real size. Now, instead of using the Joy-Con, we can theoretically use the gyroscope from the accelerometer of our phone. Take a look at this. We can set that up, and we can theoretically fly the airplane using the accelerometer, just like in Infinite Flight, for example, which now actually works relatively well. I know we're kind of just dolphining around here, but in the past I've had some issues. You cannot really set it up. There we go. We're going full nosedive, and I have no idea why. I'm not causing that with my help. Something that definitely works though is, as you can see, now we're in trouble. Now let's set off the vertical mode. I don't want that. But as you can see, the roll works. But yes, you do have the problem. If you over-roll the aircraft or roll the accelerometer, it automatically puts this into vertical mode, as it should. The problem is we cannot even deactivate it by going into this mode of locking the current view, because it only lets you lock vertical on the iPhone, which is an Apple problem. But take a look, this actually works. And so you have the real Xbox thing right here from the Microsoft Flight Simulator. One disadvantage of that is, of course, you cannot install freeware airplanes from, for example, Flightsim.to. You can only install add-ons from the marketplace. Good thing is, I bought plenty of add-ons from the marketplace. There you go, using the content manager, I can actually access it and download it onto my cloud, which I'm doing right now. This is the Mountain Airport that I'm downloading, as you can see, and it is installing right now as we speak onto my phone. All right, there we go. Let's work. Let's go back into the world map and select our Mountain Airport. And now it's frozen. Come. There you go. That just took a while. I guess this is a good opportunity to try the new A320 by INI builds that was also added in the recent Flightsim update. We can search for it, and this is kind of the unattractive part. When we search for aircraft or airports, we have to, enter it in using our keyboard here. So A320, and then we have to send it to the Xbox. It works relatively okay, but it's not like built in. See, this is totally in a beta stage still, and you can tell that. It's not perfect yet, and I've had some issues in the past while testing where the screen would weirdly flicker, and when you join in game, it would be blacked out completely. Yes, it's not perfect, but hey, it works somewhat. Let's do Mountain Air. All right, so everybody, we are ready to fly. As you can see, so far, according to the graphics, this looks okay. We do have some very high compression because this is all streamed data. Also, this is running on the Xbox platform, so you won't have fully fledged, amazing, crazy graphic. But take a look at this. We can view around. We can see stuff. Hey, this is not all that bad, and we're running this on mobile. We have the INI builds A320 on mobile, which is scary. Because, we can go into the touch mode here and interact with the airplane however we want. Which is maybe scary. This is quite a challenge. Try doing a fully fledged IFR flight with, standard instrument departure or arrival on mobile. Isn't that crazy? The screen is not very bright. You cannot see much. But hey, take a look. We can put the tray table out, which is great. We can also interact, of course, with the iPad. This is running on a fully running Xbox, and it's just the phone that's playing. But you know what? What's really important is the flying itself, all right? So we are, once again, in our ground mode. Let's go ahead and set off this car-looking park brake and also go full power into our throttle. We'll need a lot of that. Let's put the flaps down. We could tap by interacting with the flaps right here, but I guess that would be a pain in the ass. And stop. All right. Oh, and we're already moving. We have to set the rudder here. There we go. We can see that. Take a look. Rudder is working too. And we have crashed, and we're dead. And we have crashed into the golf club. Perfect. Never mind. We are actually flying somewhat. Yes, we are flying. We're flying the i9 builds A320 on mobile, and this works. Now, these are obviously quite screen blocking things right here. We can, you know, kind of adjust our settings here using this thing. We can kind of move around all the controls we have, which is kind of cool. We can also adjust the opaqueness, so it kind of looks like this now. There you go, that's maybe a little better. We can put the landing gear up here using this toggle, and that does it. That does work, and we have these crazy volumetric clouds running on a phone. Isn't that amazing? But come on, we've talked so much. Let's do a landing. I think that's gonna be an interesting one. All right, now, welcome aboard the beautiful 747. Everything is fine. The C flaps are out fully. Yes, everybody, we will now be landing at the LaGuardia Airport, which is, I reckon, somewhere. Now, my internet connection isn't the best, and that's probably the reason why the frames per second are not million. And also, once again, the compression is quite a lot. But hey, this looks okay. We're running this on a phone screen. Airport is there. I can see the airport lights. Let's go into the cockpit view again. Like that. Take a look at this. Now, this button right here is the autopilot, by the way, which kind of looks like it's protecting the aircraft. I have no idea why they do that. But take a look at this. My suggestions, though, is, you know, for this Joy-Con for changing the views, maybe you could also incorporate something to zoom in the view. All right, let's set in here. This is the throttle axes, and down there is the runway. Once again, we may just be a little high. Good thing is, no one cares. The good thing about the Xbox's version of the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 is that it doesn't have replay mode, which isn't a good thing, by the way. That was a joke. It's just good because our landing is probably going to suck. Yes, everybody, we have done it. We have landed our 74. Oh, no, don't run off the runway now. We have landed our 747. We can put the brake on, I guess. Beautiful, just like that. And hey, this somewhat works. This isn't in any way worse than the Joy-Con controls you see on most mobile flight simulators. This is good. If you'd like, you can also connect your Xbox controller that connects via Bluetooth to your phone. And there we go. We have the Microsoft Flight Simulator running on your iPhone. And this is incredible. Everybody, I am beyond impressed indeed. I mean, yes, this is a preference thing. Obviously, it is a whole lot better to play this on a big screen. I guess on an iPad, this would work a whole lot better, or even on a laptop, where it's really just the performance that's missing, you know? Let's take off here with the CJ4. This may not be the most successful flights you've ever seen. Now, obviously, this isn't perfect at all. You know, Microsoft Flight Simulator on the go is, for most of us, not really a thing yet. The required 10 Mbps per second of internet connection isn't always given using mobile data, but take a look. Especially for the short VFR flying that doesn't require you to work a lot with your FMC and just lets you fly here. I think this works. It works! So everybody, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Good night. And a special thanks goes out to my members, my supporters, Guns Killer, R27, James Deram, That Dude, Anime Gods of Gaming, Derek, Insider Plane, Nishijutsu Finder, Professional Jamal, Ryland Williams, and New the York. You've got beautiful names.